have your attention? If you've not signed in, please do so at this time and take this opportunity to silence your cell phones. Thank you.
All right, good morning. This meeting of the Louisiana Tax Commission is hereby called to order. This meeting is being held at the offices of the Louisiana Tax Commission at 1051 North 3rd Street, Suite 225, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The date is Wednesday, October 31st, 2018, and the time is 10:01 a.m. Please call the roll.
Chairman Shahardy?
Here.
Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes, here.
Commissioner West?
Here.
Commissioner Verscher? Commissioner Wood?
Here.
4 present and a quorum.
Thank you. There being no old business to take up at this time, I'll accept a motion for the approval of the minutes of the October 24th, 2018 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Verscher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, at this time we'll consider the approval of the Tulane University exemption allocation report for the 2019 tax year.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commission members.
Good morning.
Jack Whitehead on behalf of Tulane University. The record should reflect that Mr. Weiler waived his appearance on behalf of the assessor today, as we're in agreement. In addition, on Friday I had a text from Mr. Abels asking me to visit with Mr. West to explain the history and behind the allocation report, and that we did on Sunday for about an hour or so. I sat, had a cup of coffee, and went back all the way to the Act 43 of 1884, and we had that conversation. Well, in the interest of full disclosure, I want to tell the Commission that I did visit with Mr. West. I think it's appropriate. Mr. West, we didn't talk about anything else, did we?
No.
Except Saints.
Except the Saints. Yeah.
That's right. Did I answer all your questions, sir?
You did. There was one point, but I'll leave it up. I'll let the chairman.
Okay. One question I have is just out of curiosity. Does the exemption, does it apply only in the city of New Orleans?
No, sir. It applies across the street.
Okay.
However, the entire state. However,
Okay.
the only income-producing property is in New Orleans. This property is that's a Tulane inherits property from people. Most recently, there were some residences uptown, retired professors, and as gave them a house. They either sell the house, and mindful of when the tax year is, or they convert it to university use, or move an apartment of some kind in there for use. But generally, the property is in Orleans Parish.
And it only applies to income-producing property.
That's correct.
So they may own property, for example, may own property in Cameron Parish.
They have property in Terrebonne.
In Terrebonne.
Because they have an antiquated system, and every year they go back and they have to correct, showing it, because it's an undivided interest in marsh property. And as we look at the severance tax rule, tells us that you can't charge value for the top of the dirt for the value coming out of the ground. That's income producing royalty, but that's the severance tax rules apply. And they do receive some oil properties. I even inquired as to other property. It's a rare blue moon in July. If they ever sell timber, they just hold the property.
The operation of some hospitals, don't they have some hospitals like in Jefferson Parish that they operate, or
that
is it Lakeside, or?
It's Lakeside, and that's not, they don't own the land. That's just their land there.
Okay.
That's HCA who's out there.
Okay, and does it apply to the land and the building, or the exemption?
For where? They own
Well,
the land they own in the hospital. They don't own that land in Jefferson. That's
Okay.
not theirs.
What about the building?
That's not theirs.
They don't own it, okay.
If it was, it'd be.
It'd be included,
Yes,
so if it's income producing property anywhere in the state, it would,
goes in here.
right,
But
so if
you
they're
so
renting
happen-
it or own it,
Yeah.
and operating it like a hospital or an apartment complex or
But
a major shopping center or
That's right.
a little neighborhood hardware store.
That's right. It would be in here, and this
Okay.
is designed to take this into account if that would occur.
Okay, so that's why we only see Orleans Parish,
That's correct.
because that's the only parish in the state that Tulane University has income-producing property.
That's correct.
And we're not talking about severance taxes, 'cause
That's correct.
that's not subject to property
That's right.
tax.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Any other questions?
Just for the record, since we're being pertinent, the reason I had questions is
Yes, sir.
this is a very complicated process.
It has, and we've made it as simple as possible over the years.
Yeah. And
It is.
I always question the time to put such things together for the amount of money that's there. So I always try to look at, see what's in between.
And we sit and have that historical context, how the citizens and kids in Louisiana have a tremendous benefit out of this, about $7.5 million a year in tuition waivers.
Well, if it was-
Louisiana kids are educated.
If it was
It's all
indexed for
tied to
inflation, it would really be an exemption.
It would be.
It's not, $5 million today
this. No.
is, and it's $5 million of value, is
In
that correct?
1884, we'll probably be at 100 or something.
Oh, yeah.
But the state gets the better cut of the deal.
Yeah,
All the kids that get educated.
absolutely, yeah, okay.
Commissioner Vircher is not here today, but he crunched all your formulas to recheck all your numbers. He preferred an Excel format next year, so he can just look at it on the screen.
We're happy to do it. Happy to do
That'll
it.
teach them not to show up.
Don't believe everything you hear.
I understand.
All righty, if there's not any more questions, all right, well, I'll make the motion that we go ahead and we approve the Tulane University exemption allocation report for tax year 2019.
Second.
Also,
Is there anything
Commissioner-
else?
I mentioned to the chairman that this is an expensive process for Tulane to do this, and they don't mind. But we, for years, we've had the commission issue these few change orders, and we do it quickly and efficiently. But if we have to sit and wait it maybe 4 or 5 or 6 months, and somebody has to still monitor the situation and charge for it, we don't want to do that if we can help it. It's your decision. Who do you want to have for credit these few change orders for this project? I'm asking that we perhaps do it in-house if it's in your discretion, if you think it's possible. Y'all decide. Don't have to do it.
All right, we have a motion for approval and a second. Let's
Yeah.
call the roll.
Commissioner Virtue's absent. Commissioner Wagensback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. And unless there's objection from the board, from the commissioners, as a courtesy to Tulane, can we go ahead and issue those change orders?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'll see y'all Saturday night in Tiger Stadium.
Wave to me, I'll be watching on TV.
Okay.
With great seats on my sofa.
No, thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Thank you. All right, the next item on the docket is consideration of the approval of the 2018 tax rolls for the following parishes: Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Tangipahoa, Calcasieu, Lafayette, Tensas, Cameron, Plaquemine, and Webster. Ms. King?
I forgot. Good morning, Phyllis King, Assistant Director, Louisiana Tax Commission. We do have those 9 2018 tax rolls from the listed parishes. We do have the electronic tax roll that have been run through our program. It does match with our TC33 value total. Also, we do have the millage total report that does go to the legislative auditor and shows where the disbursement of the millages are going to the different parishes. We do have the public service recap that matches ours. We have the affidavit from the different assessors showing that they're, to the best of their knowledge, their tax rolls are accurate. Staff recommends approval of these 9 2018 tax rolls.
Okay. You have any questions? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2018 tax rolls for the following parishes: Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Tangipahoa, Calcasieu, Lafayette, Tensas, Cameron, Plaquemines, and Webster.
I'd second that.
Commissioner Virtue's absent. Commissioner Wagensback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. We'll now consider change orders.
Chelsea Sochet with the Louisiana Tax Commission. We have a total of 633 change orders for today's meeting. Staff has reviewed and recommends that the commission approve 611 and place 22 under pending status per appraisal department review.
Chairman Shahardy, I'd like to move that we accept the staff recommendations and approve 611 change orders and place 22 on pending status.
Second.
Commissioner Archer is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. We'll now have a discussion and consideration of the timeliness of the appeals from the Unimin Corporation. The appeal of Unimin Corporation versus Webster Parish Board of Review. Docket numbers 18-22119-001, parcel number 133800. Docket number 18-22119-002, parcel number 134119. Docket number 18-22119-003, parcel number 134369. And docket number 18-22119-004, parcel number 134617. Mr. Hoffman?
Good morning, Commissioners. Drew Hoffman. We received 4 personal property appeals from the Unum Corporation out of Webster Parish. It came to staff's attention that it appeared the appeals were untimely filed with the Board of Review. At the Commission's direction, we have reviewed and confirmed that in fact those appeals were untimely filed. And the documentation that the taxpayer provided to the Commission when they filed their appeals with us, they indicated that they mailed their appeal forms to the Board of Review on, September 25th, 2018. The Webster Parish Board of Review convened on October 2nd. In order for those appeals to be timely, they would need to be received by the Board of Review on September 25th, 2018. They were not received until 2 days later on September 27th. Louisiana Revised Statute 47-1992, subparagraph C, is very clear that an appeal filed to the Board of Review must be received at least 7 days prior to the Board of Review convening. Simply mailing the appeal form 7 days before is not timely. Our regulations under Section 3101, subpart E, subpart 1, also confirms that appeals must be received by the Board of Review no later than 7 days prior to the public hearing. Council recommends that we dismiss these appeals as they were untimely filed to the Board of Review.
So the Board of Review didn't have a hearing on any of this?
The documentation we have from the Board of Review, they had 3 appeals total. This was one of the 3 sets of appeals that were filed. It's unclear whether they specifically ruled on it, but they did note in their documentation that the appeal was untimely filed with them. But ultimately, the Webster Parish Board of Review affirmed the assessor's assessments for all the appeals. So they didn't unilaterally dismiss these appeals. They simply noted they were untimely and affirmed all of the assessor's assessments.
Any questions? All right, well, I'll go ahead and make the motion that we dismiss the appeal of the Unimin Corporation versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review.
Webster Parish.
Webster Parish Board of Review. Docket number 18-22119-001, parcel number 133800. Docket number 18-22119-002, parcel number 134119. Docket number 18-22119-003, parcel number 134369. And docket number 18-22119-004, parcel number 134617, that these appeals be dismissed from our docket.
I'd second that.
Commissioner Archer is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. There being no other matters to come before the commission at this time, I'll make the motion that we adjourn.
So moved.
Commissioner Archer is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner West?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes.
I think I moved.